Imagine a place where the rules are made up and the points don't matter, a place where anything goes and the only limit is your imagination. Are you tired of living under the oppressive regimes of boring old countries? Are you ready to break free and forge your own path in the world? If so, then Micronations are for you. Micronations are like tiny little countries that you can create yourself. All you need is a patch of land, or a really big backyard, and a whole lot of chutzpah. Then just declare yourself sovereign nation and boom, you're in business. Micronations come in all shapes and sizes, from sprawling kingdoms to tiny enclaves. Some have their own government, currency and national anthems, while others are more laid back and relaxed. So why not give it a try? Who knows, you might just end up ruling your very own micro-empire. Just don't let your new subject get too out of hand, or you might end up with a micro-rebellion on your hands. If this introduction just gave you an idea, hold your horses until the end of the video and be informed on your new journey. First of all, what is a micronation? You might ask yourself now. A micronation is a small, unrecognized, self-proclaimed sovereign state that claims to be an independent nation but is not recognized as such a sovereign state or international organization. They are typically created by individuals or small groups of people who want to establish their own country or to declare independence from an existing state. Some micronations are created as a form of political protest or as a way to promote a particular ideology, while others are created for fun or as a hobby. Some micronations have very few members or may exist only on paper or online, while others have a more substantial physical presence and a larger number of citizens. Second of all, ask yourself what is a nation. A nation is a sovereign state or country, typically consisting of a defined territory and a population of people who share a common culture, language and history. It is generally recognized as an independent and autonomous political entity by other nations and international organizations, and is entitled to self-governance and the protection of its own interests. Basically a really big family, except with way more rules and bureaucracy. It's a place where you can be proud of your culture, language and history, and where you can argue with your neighbors about which type of sandwich is the best. Nations have their own government, which are like super strict parents who tells you what to do and when to do it or else you'll get in trouble. And they also have borders, which are like invisible fences that keep all the other nations out? Yep, exactly like that. But despite all the rules and regulations, nations are pretty cool places to be. You get to fly your own flag, sing your own national anthem and cheer your own national team. Plus, you get to say things like, I'm a proud citizen of whatever country you are, and feel super patriotic about it. So go ahead and embrace your inner nationalists, just don't get too carried away, or you might end up starting a war or something. Now, you had enough with your government rules and regulation, to the point you want to make the rules, so you declare independence and have control over your own affairs. This can be especially appealing if you feel that your own needs and interests are not being adequately represented by the government. Having a micronation can be a way to discover your inner creativity and individuality. It can be a fun and rewarding hobby that allows you to explore different ideas and concepts. Micronations can be a way for people to come together and build a sense of community around shared values and goals. Your typical very own physical Discord server with some sort of resources like grass and water and not much else. That being said, you're going to have some serious issue regarding resources. Money, people and other important stuff like that are going to be hard to come by, so you'd better get creative. Maybe you can start a Kickstarter campaign, or hold a bake sale or raise funds, or maybe you can offer citizenship to anyone who brings a bag of chips. Also, don't expect anyone to take you seriously. No recognized sovereign state or international organization is going to give you the time of the day, so you don't even bother trying to get recognized. Legal issues are also a big concern for micronations. If you're not careful, you could end up in hot waters with the authorities of the country you are located in. So maybe don't go around counterfeiting money or building nuclear weapons or anything like that. Finally, you're going to have almost zero influence on the world stage. No one is going to listen to you. No one is going to care about your problems. And no one is going to invite you to the cool international parties. So you might as well just sit back and enjoy your tiny, insignificant nation in peace. Now, with all that out of the way, it is time to look back in history and learn about some micronations. First, the Republic of Molossia is a micronation located in the United States that was founded in 1977 by Kevin Bott. According to its official website, the Republic of Molossia was created as a form of political protest against the US government, and as a way to promote the concept of small independent nation. It is not recognized as an independent nation by the United States or any other recognized sovereign state or international organization. We also have some micronations on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, in Europe. First is the Principality of Sealand, located on an offshore platform in the North Sea. It was founded in 1967 by Paddy Roy Bates, a British citizen who claimed sovereignty over the platform and declared it an independent nation. The platform on which Principality of Sealand is located was originally built during World War II as a naval fortress. It was abandoned after the war and later occupied by Bates, who declared it to be an independent nation of Sealand. Bates set up a government and issued passports, currency and stamps for Micronations. In 1978, the government of the United Kingdom attempted to evict Bates from the platform, but he resisted and the standoff ensued. The incident attracted media attention and helped to bring the existence of the Principality of Sealand to the attention of the wider world. Since then, the Principality of Sealand has faced several legal challenges and controversies, but it has continued to exist and operate as an independent nation. Second, the Grand Duchy of Flandresis is a micronation founded by Niels Vermisch in 2008. It is located in Antarctica and claims the territory known as the Flandresis Commonwealth, which consists of various unclaimed areas in the continent. The micronation takes its name from the historical region of Flanders, which covers part of present-day Belgium, France and the Netherlands. Flandresis is considered a micronation because it is not recognized as a sovereign state by any established government or international organization. It operates as a symbolic entity with its own self-declared government, law and cultural identity. The primary goal of Flandresis includes raising awareness about climate change and environmental issues, as well as promoting diplomacy, peace and cultural exchange. Flandresis has a unique political system, with a Grand Duke serving as the head of the state. The micronation has established its own constitution, parliament and various honorary titles. The government of Flandresis operates primarily online, with citizens interacting through social media platforms and virtual forums. It is important to note that Flandresis does not possess any physical presence in Antarctica, and its territory claims are not internationally recognized. Antarctica is governed by the Antarctic Treaty System, which prohibits new territorial claims and recognizes only the sovereignty of the countries that had established research stations in the continent before the treaty signing in 1959. Overall, the Grand Duchy of Flandresis is an interesting example of a micronation that aims to raise awareness about global issues, which provides its citizens with a sense of community and identity. Stay tuned for a future Antarctic Treaty System video. Third is the Kingdom of Talosa, a micronation founded on December 26, 1979 by Robert Ben Madison, who was 14 years old at the time. It is one of the oldest and most well-known micronations in the world. The name Talosa is derived from the Finnish word for inside the house or in-house. Talosa was initially created as a fictional kingdom for Madison's constructed language, Talonsan. However, over time it developed into a more elaborate micronation with its own government, culture and community. The nation has its own constitution, political parties and even a royal family. The government of Talosa operates as a constitutional monarchy. The organizational structure of Talosa has changed in 2007 from absolute monarchy to a unitary parliamentary republic under a constitutional monarchy. Under this structural organization, Talosa has a bicameral parliament, which consists of the uppermost court, upper house, and the La Cosa, the lower house, where citizens can participate in political process. Talosa has its own distinct culture, which includes a strong emphasis on language and linguistic creativity. Talosan, the constructed language, is widely used within the community, and Talosan takes pride in their language heritage. The nation also celebrates several holidays, such as the Independence Days on 26th of December and the King's Day. While Talosa is not officially recognized by any other country, it is a micronation that stands out from all the others through its constructed language, political experimentation, and long history. So you made it until the end. Glad to see that. Thank you. Now, let me know down in the comments below what are the main points I should improve on. Also, press the like button if you liked my commentary and analysis. And don't forget to subscribe.